Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am just seeing if I should make or I should start making theories on Minecraft. But the reason why I want to do this is because I have no idea about anything about science, and my knowledge or my IQ is like 5, so I wanna give out information, even though I'm like the first person or the last person you want to go to for information. So that's why I'm doing this. And look down here. There's like this close to one though. What is that anyway? Another one. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So here's my theory on all of Minecraft in general. Let me time set day real quick. What? So here's my theory. So, when you join, you're by yourself. And you're either Steve or the character that you made. And, and there's zombies. So, there are moving corpses, which, are zombies. So, let's make a zombie category, shall we? This first category will be zombies. Let's not forget this. And zombies are literally just living but dead. They're like there but not. So zombie here. Oh, yeah. Give this guy a light. There. And skeletons are also dead but still walking, so skeletons and zombies are in the same category. And let me see something. Okay. So they're in the same category. So it's basically like a zombie apocalypse. Also, now there's another theory about the zombie apocalypse thing, is the villagers. They don't look anything like humans. I mean, they resemble humans, but you're not gonna see the Squidward human at your local Five Guys. So like, they resemble humans, but my theory on villagers are they're aliens or robots created by humans, and to repopulate the humans, or the closest thing humans could get to repopulating themselves, since you can't just make a human from scratch. You can, but let's not get that I mean, you can't just throw a bunch of potions together, or get some wires and make a human in 2 seconds. But villagers, they can. We have been spending time, us players, on villagers because it's the closest thing we can get to repopulating the population. Also, I don't like the rain because it's not good. So, annoying. Oh, okay. Time. Weather. Clear. That transition though. Okay. So that's yeah. And these guys resemble humans. The zombies and skeletons resemble humans more than villagers. So that's also. So you can't just say they're just humans that look. That's just how humans look in this world. You can't say that because we know what they look like. If you have a friend that's new to Minecraft and they have Steve, yeah, and zombies and skeletons also look like that. But yeah. So it's the closest thing we can get to repopulating our kind, and villagers. I mean, you just have to feed one villager a carrot and the other one a carrot, another one a carrot, and then they have a kid. That's just proper Minecraft logic. But then again, you can't just feed two people carrots and then that happens. So, yeah. And also, my theory about the Nether. So we got the villagers done. Also, wait, hold on. And the villagers, they have pretty big heads. Or actually, do they? Hold on. This guy has a hat on. Yeah, they have pretty big heads. And I feel like humans made them extra intelligent for a reason. It's so they can protect themselves. And what did they end up doing? They ended up creating a pretty darn good invention, which I could not create myself. Oh, and that protects them from the mobs. Crap, crap, crap. Stop, 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 stop. Come on. So, get rid of this real quick. So then here's my theory on another. Not after I kill this guy. Yeah, you're right. It probably would be faster with the weapon. Okay. So, here's my theory on the Nether. What if... So, I heard someone say this a while ago. The Nether is an older version of the overworld. What if it got taken over by zombies, and zombies followed humans to the overworld when they created a portal to a new dimension? So, how and why? Like, now that there's zombies and skeletons here, only. Not in the Nether, there are blazes and withered skeletons and stuff. So, my thought on this is they're like villagers, like beta villagers. Like villagers are the villager 2.0, and the mobs are like attempts. Like with a skeleton, for example, they resemble a human as well. They're skeleton, except they're just a skeleton, but they have a sword, which means a human gave them a sword. But then, um, when we gave them a sword to fight off the zombies, they ended up joining the zombies, which is why that withered skeletons have swords, in my opinion. I think that's why. And then blazes. They have, if I'm not mistaken, hold on. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, they resemble a human too. And they also, like their head resembles a human, but they have fire powers. So my thought on this is that we made an invention with even more powerful abilities, which risks the human kind a lot, if you ask me. Because if blazes turn on, to us humans, that could be a real bad mistake, like a real bad mistake us humans did. And it ended up being a mistake. By that I mean, the blazes, they were built to be stronger than any other thing that us humans created. So they could just blow off huge piles of zombies, skeletons, and withered skeletons. So and they resemble less of a human too. Probably because they learned from their mistakes to not make a skeleton. And, well, they turned on us humans again. And this time, all of the mobs teamed up on the humans, or the players in this case, in destroying the world as we know it. But then the portal, some mobs can't go through the portal. Because they're probably too scared, or just like the Nether as it is. So, so, so they didn't come on, but the zombies and skeletons, it started off being a couple of zombies and skeletons, like one or two, but then it went from being one or two to being a whole mob, because they were infecting players as seconds go by. So then, us humans humans in this scenario had to come up with a plan quickly, and we did just that. We made villagers, but we tied their hands together so that they can't attack us if they turn on us to us. And that rope is just hiding it, and also making them warm, because they can't just be like, oh, the weather's looking pretty cold out, I'd better put on a jacket. We just give them a nice warm robe, right? And it also hides, their hands and stuff, like how the hands are tied together so they can't attack us, just in case they're turning on to us too. And also, they don't get affected as much as zombies do, but they still do get affected, just not as much. But that's because they still get affected because they find any humans that are dead that got infected, but not too early, and they took their nervous system, like we took the nervous system and their skin to make the closest thing that resembles a human for us, the villager. And it's like a human, but with some probably mechanics, like in their bones, or like bones or something, I don't know. Or like an alien sort of, but with human skin, so that they think they're part of us and are one of us, and they are one of us. So we made this intelligent kind for ourselves, our intelligent kind, to help against this war, or war, I don't know what it's called. This like battle, and it worked just fine. They had blacksmiths to make weapons for us humans, just because we now have armor and weapons that are more than just stone, thanks to the villagers' help and their intelligence. And also, they, they can't communicate with us, but that shows that they are like the closest thing we can get to humans, basically. Now, let's get to this one, which I'm not too sure about. The End. Now, the End, there's just two types of entities. The Ender Dragon and the Endermen. So I think that the Endermen were created after the villagers. So I feel like players started making these pitch black entities to steal from other players, or steal from abandoned areas, or just steal from random players, and then add on to this big empire. Like, not steal from random players, because players are together in this world. Like, steal blocks so that players don't have to risk their lives getting them. And of course, it didn't work out. The humans just had to test their luck. And the Endermans, well, instead of teleporting to wood and stuff like we needed to build this huge empire for humans to all stick together and fight off mobs in an instant, well, they teleported to this dimension and added blocks to make a structure known as the End City. Am I saying it right? End City, right? And they were feeding the Ender Dragon, like, not food, but they were helping him out. And so they built some cages around those little pillars that you use to defeat the Ender Dragon, so that because they knew us humans were gonna find a way to make it to another dimension. And yes, some humans gathered the courage to start wasting a bunch of supplies, and finally found a portal that went to another dimension. And the Endermen were right. They were probably intelligent themselves, just not as intelligent as the villagers. Well, it wasn't just easy to kill them. Now, there were some of them were caged up, so you couldn't break the pillars. And the Ender Dragon. Am I even saying the Ender Dragon right? Is his name something else? I don't know. So the Ender Dragon could just get its health back every time it loses it. And players are like 10 steps behind. Like, the Endermen were just 2 steps ahead. So that's my theory. Comment if you guys think this theory is accurate. If it helped or anything. And comment down below your theory so I can test it out. And also, just stay kind, and see you guys in the next one. Also, I'm burning these eggs because I don't know. They're eggs. And I like eggs. So I decided to do the obvious choice and burn them. Because